The Library of Whispering Trees. Have you ever imagined a place where trees could tell stories tonight? I will take you to such a place, a secret library unlike any other. My dear little ones, it is your storyteller again. Come closer and listen beyond the edge of a quiet village. Stood a wide meadow, and in the middle of that meadow grew a circle of ancient oak trees. They were taller than houses, and their branches touched the clouds. Children were told never to disturb them, for those trees were no ordinary trees. They were the library of whispering trees. Every leaf held a story, every root held a memory, and every branch carried wisdom from long ago. One evening, a curious girl named Lila wandered into the meadow. She loved stories more than anything, but she had already read every book in her small village library. She longed for something new. When she reached the circle of oaks, she whispered, "If you truly are a library, please share a story with me." The leaves rustled as if they had been waiting. A gentle wind circled around her, and a voice spoke from the trunks. "Lila, if you listen with kindness, we will share our tales. But remember, stories are treasures. They must be carried with care." Lila sat beneath the largest oak and closed her eyes. The tree began to hum softly, its bark glowed faintly, and soon she found herself hearing the story of a little bird who once traveled the whole world. The bird had met storms and sunshine, deserts and oceans, yet always carried seeds in its beak to plant new life wherever it went. When the story ended, Layla whispered, "Thank you." The oak rustled happily. You listened with respect. That is the key to unlocking our tales. Night after night, Layla returned. The trees told her stories of ancient heroes, rivers that could sing, and stars that once walked the earth. She listened closely, remembering each one. She never interrupted, never demanded, only listened with gratitude. But one evening, another child from the village followed her. His name was Karim. He was clever, but often impatient. When he saw the glowing trees, he shouted, "Tell me your greatest story now. I want the best one." The trees grew silent. Only the wind sighed through their branches. Layla turned to him and said gently, "You must ask kindly. Stories are gifts, not orders." Kareem frowned, but tried again. "Please tell me a story." The oaks whispered faintly, but their voices were weak, for they sensed his heart was not ready. Layla placed her hand on his. "You must listen not just with your ears, but with your heart." Kareem sighed, but sat down quietly. This time he closed his eyes and waited. After a long pause, the trees began to speak. They told him the tale of a river that gave life to all, but grew sad when people took without thanks. Slowly, Kareem's expression softened. For the first time, he truly listened. From then on, Layla and Kareem visited the trees together. They carried the stories back to the village, retelling them with care and respect. Soon the people learned the same lesson, that stories are not just words. They are living seeds that must be planted with kindness so they can grow in others' hearts. And so, my dear children, remember this lesson. Listening is as important as speaking. When you listen with patience and respect, you will discover treasures far greater than gold.